Alright, Brush Monkeys, we're back, and this week we are taking a look at this old school Grenadier Mind Flayer. I think he was called a Mind Master when he was originally released. Let me see what my notes say. He was part of the Dragon Lord Subterranean Terrors set, number 2012, came out in 1983. I'm sure I have the entire set. I'm not going to be painting the entire set here because I don't know where most of them are. It'd take me some time to get through all of them, and I'm sure most of them still need to be stripped. And so this guy was standing out, and I decided to go ahead and paint him. So I did make one minor change to my plan that I had for him. As you can see, I had Averland Sunset and Flashgate's Yellow for his eyes, and I decided he'd be much more creepy, and it will also limit my palette somewhat if I gave him Nightmare Blue eyes. So that's what we're doing with that. So I think that's going to be a lot more creepy and interesting. So I'm going to go ahead and pause here and get started on this guy, and then we'll come back and take a look at him when I made some progress. All right, see you soon. All right, I'm back, and I have made a little bit of progress on this guy. I highlighted the robes in the Corvus Black, and I highlighted the skin with the Slaanesh Gray again, and when I got done with that, it just kind of looked flat. It didn't look right. There was something kind of missing about it. So I got out the Magos Purple contrast paint, the really light one I was talking about, and gave him a wash of that, and I think it's helped a little bit. I think it's given him a little bit of depth. It's not dry yet. I literally just put it on there, but I think it definitely looks better than it did with just the highlight and the shade wash. And I painted his eyes, obviously. So I'm going to let that Magos Purple dry, and hopefully that'll give a little bit of depth or something to his skin that it was missing. I think the main problem with this figure is there's just not a whole lot of detail on it, and this is kind of what there are a couple of times I've caught myself thinking that the old Grenadier and Ral Parthos sculpts didn't have a whole lot of detail, and they were just kind of shitty, and I mean, compared to today's sculpts. And I think this was kind of what I was thinking when I thought that there's not a whole lot of detail in this guy. There's just not a whole lot to him, and I've seen Mind Flayer miniatures nowadays that are just amazing. I'm not saying I'm not happy with this guy. I just, it's the miniature, you know. But it's coming along. It's not you, it's me. I still have the basing to do on him. I'm going to let the Magos Purple dry and see how that looks. And then his basing I'm going to do just the rocks. I'm going to do with a layer of gray cere before I put on the Basilicanum Gray, and then the rest of the base will get the Lustrian Undergrowth texture paint on there. I may do a quick layer of green paint first just to make sure I don't have any gaps in the Lustrian Undergrowth and that kind of thing, just to give it a quick basing. But yeah, I think it's coming along, but it's not the best figure, so leave it at that. Gonna let that dry and come back in a little bit and see how he looks. All right, see you soon. Bye. Alright, made some progress on our guy. I got his base painted, I got his rocks based and his rocks painted, and they're the Basilicanum Gray is still drying on those, but they look alright. I also went ahead and layered his eyes up again, just do one more coat of the Nightmare Blue on there, because the purple wash got in them and it kind of tinted them a little bit, but now they look more black. Speaking of which, once I matte seal this guy, I'm going to give him a little coat of gloss coat on the eyes, just to make him look a little more alive. But I think the I think the Magos Purple was the trick on this guy. I'm liking how the skin came out. He looks a little lighter on film, but he looks a little more, it's darker and a little more mottled in appearance. He looks more like octopus skin, really. I'm kind of liking how he turned out. So all I got left to do now is the luster and undergrowth on the base, and then shade wash that and dry brush it. And I think the base band looks okay, but I'll probably clean it up with another layer after I do the dry brush, because of course dry brush always gets on the edge. But he's looking pretty good, so I think the next time you see this guy, he's going to be completely done. So I'm going to go ahead and pause here and go do the basing, and then when we come back, we'll see the finished Mind Flayer. Right. See you soon. Bye. And here he is, ladies and gentlemen, our finished Mind Flayer from Grenadier Miniatures in 1983. Like I said, he was part of the Dragon Lord Subterranean Terrors box set. He actually turned out fairly spiff for the level of detail on him. I'm pretty happy with him. I'm going to go ahead and call this guy done. Thanks for watching, and have a great week.
Hey Brush Monkeys, Tom from Flying Monkey Studios here. If you like what you see, click like down below. If you want to be notified when new videos come out, click subscribe. And in the meantime, if you want to see how to add one of the miniatures that we've painted on this channel to your own collection, check out our Instagram, Tumblr, and Patreon sites. If you want to support us in doing what we do, check out my Patreon site, check out my merch store at storefrontier.com/flymonkeystudios. You can get t-shirts, sweatshirts, long sleeve shirts, hoodies, all kinds of stuff there. Go check that out. And in the meantime, thanks for watching, and I will see you next week. Bye.